Sociology is the scientific study of social life, and more specifically, it's really about how human action and consciousness both shape and is shaped by these broader cultural and social structures and institutions. And so in sociology, we're interested in a wide array of research questions, ranging anywhere from why is it that men make more money than women? Or why do we live in such racially segregated neighborhoods? Or who commits crime and why? And are married people really happier than single people? And do they have a better quality of life? So sociology helps us answer these questions and many more.
I really love the learning environment of the sociology department because they really do push you to look through a critical lens of the world, and the faculty especially, they want students to be successful, they want students to learn, and this is so evident in their courses. They create very intellectually stimulating courses in areas from crime, race, happiness, diversity, and immigration, anything along those lines, and they want students to learn. Many of my professors have said a measure of my success is what you students get out of this class, and I find at the end of every semester as I leave my classes, I leave with more knowledge and more motivation, and this is all thanks to the professors who put so much work and time into creating these courses that really stimulate the students and really teach us a lot about the world.
Some of the strengths that we have in the sociology department are family and the life course, urban sociology, law and society, and social inequality. And so for undergraduate majors, we also offer specializations in health and society, crime, law, and justice, and global sociology. We also have an undergraduate minor in criminology. We also offer a master's degree in applied social research that undergraduate majors can earn in just one additional year of study.
I decided to major in sociology because I wanted to really immerse myself in a new way of thinking. I think when you begin the program, you have all of these different elements to consider and what you want to do, and sociology is a really great way of immersing yourself in a community. Of course, we're all a part of so many different communities and societies, and you really start to learn about all the different patterns and behaviors that exist, and it changes your way of thinking, and that's really what I wanted to get from my undergraduate program.
Our undergraduate majors take a variety of classes related to social problems and institutions, including family, gender, social policy, inequality, population and the environment, urban sociology, medical sociology, and our undergraduate majors also receive training in sociological theory, research methods, and social statistics.
The courses in the sociology department have been really eye-opening to me. One of them was a race and ethnicity class. In that class, it focused on race and ethnicity issues on a global perspective. So we learned about genocides in Southeast Asia, the Rwandan genocide, the experience of Black lives in America, the issue of colorism in South America. And that class was so amazing because we spent a lot of our time discussing issues. It wasn't a lecture by the professor, it was more of a conversation between the professor and ourselves. And I found that that is the way it is in a lot of my courses. The professors really want to engage the students. They don't want to read off a PowerPoint and have you take notes and have you take exams, and that's it. They want to get to know the students, they want to hear our ideas and our thoughts, and they want to discuss with us, and so we can work together to propose potential solutions and just have really intelligent conversations about the issues we're discussing, the topics we're discussing, and they often take suggestions on what we want to discuss as well. So that's really great if we find something we're passionate about to propose it to the professor and perhaps have a day or two to discuss it. And I love the openness and the community that the faculty have provided for all students.
So our department also offers several experiential learning opportunities and internships. We have this great study abroad program in London that takes place every spring where students really hit the ground running when they get into London, and they have internships and they actually get academic credit for that. Here in Buffalo, we also offer several internships where you can work with social service agencies, say a local legislator, even philanthropic foundations. And these are really great opportunities for you to have because you can build your network, you make connections, and you have really wonderful experiences that really shape your career moving forward.
I did one with the Make-A-Wish Metro New York and Western New York chapter in their Buffalo office, and I was with the Program Services Department, so we helped put together all the different wishes. I was there 15 hours a week doing different projects. I was there over the hours that I was required to be because I loved it so much and I felt like I was getting so much out of it. Eventually, I was offered a position with the same organization that I interned with, and that was huge for me because you come out of your undergrad looking for a job, and my internship was able to get me one.
I am the secretary of the Sociology Club, and the 3 other members and I started it up again this year, and we wanted to create an opportunity for students to come together and have sociological discussions. We have put on meetings about police violence, and we've shown videos, and we had a discussion after election, students of all political backgrounds, just to discuss what we think America's like, what we think, where we can go from here, and just have intelligent discussions about that. And so it's a place for students to come together from all backgrounds, racial, religious, any background, to just discuss things that matter to us and what we think is important.
So you may be wondering what kind of career opportunities exist for sociology majors. As a broad social science, an undergraduate degree in sociology provides students with the technical and analytical skills, critical thinking skills, and global perspective needed to navigate the 21st century successfully and succeed in many careers. So the jobs current students apply for after graduation may not even exist yet. To keep up with a rapidly changing world, sociology majors acquire the tools to critically analyze the world and their place within it. They also learn the practical skills they need to succeed. Profiles of some of our undergraduate alumni are available on our website, and you can read about the types of careers they've found, from working as a data analyst in the Netherlands to managing a study abroad program in London, to working as the Director of Operations in AmeriCorps in St. Louis. Our alumni are putting their sociology degrees to work in a variety of exciting and rewarding fields. So graduates apply their skills and knowledge across a variety of professions and occupations, including health and medical professions, social service agencies, nonprofit organizations, business and marketing, law and law enforcement, as well as urban planning.
Make-A-Wish looks to grant the wishes of children with life-threatening illnesses, and it's really more than just a wish. It's something that before, during, and after the child is really holding on to when they're facing a lot of difficulties. Their families and them express getting so much hope from the wish that it actually helps their medical process and gets their medical diagnosis actually better because they're involved with this wish process, and that's something that we really strive to work really hard for. That's our mission. So being in the Program Services Department is a big deal because you are trying to put together all the different departments and really get our mission out there. Sociology helps me in my everyday work life because I have learned that there's a lot of different family dynamics, there's a lot of different vendors, there's a lot of different donors, and each of them are their own entity. You can't approach them each the same way. You have to really learn how to meet somebody, read them, and understand more where did they come from, how has society influenced them, and that's something that sociology will teach you. I can better empathize with everybody that I meet and work with, and I can better understand how to work with them because of what I've done with sociology.
So our undergraduate majors are also well prepared to pursue graduate degrees in professional programs in fields including sociology and other social science graduate degrees like geography, anthropology, also in medicine and public health. And all of our faculty are always excited and willing to talk to our undergraduate majors about how do you do that? What's the process that I go through to pursue a graduate degree? Because we oftentimes don't have separate courses that teach our undergraduates how to do that. So we're more than happy to do that with you.
Sociology has impacted me in such a big way, especially when I look towards my future careers, because I do want to pursue my master's in international affairs with focusing on diplomacy and development, and pursue a career in the State Department and the Foreign Service. And having this background in sociology as well has allowed me to examine critical issues that the world faces and propose solutions to these ideas and ask questions and look at what solutions we could use to find solutions to these big problems.
Our faculty are engaged in producing high-quality research, and we offer undergraduate mentoring and training, and we offer opportunities for students to engage with research with faculty.
I did a research project with the UB Sociology department, and that involved transcribing interviews with families that their child has a birth injury called brachial plexus. And what we were trying to understand was, how do families come to think of a medical problem as a legal problem? At what point do they say, I didn't expect this wasn't my fault, was it perhaps the medical professional's part, and could they have avoided this? And that's really interesting because you start to learn how things that they have learned outside of the hospital and outside of their home have influenced them to come and think of this as a legal problem, whether it be a friend, a coworker, someone saying, why didn't you sue, or have you thought about suing? You learn about how everybody's really influencing your life even when you don't necessarily realize it. Doing research is a really great idea because it helps you learn things that you did in the classroom and how to really apply it to different real-life situations. It's great because you start to see how everything you're learning is coming together. And even more than that, you start to learn how to adjust and accommodate your research questions. Not everything is going to end the way you began it. You start to learn how to overcome challenges that you saw in your research work, or maybe change the research question.
My research is really centered around what is it about neighborhoods that shape people's lives. So what is it about the social and physical environment that either contribute to people's life's chances, either by enhancing somebody's life's chances over time or inhibiting life chances. So specifically, I study such topics as racial residential segregation, both the causes and consequences of that and why has that changed over time. I'm interested in the ways in which people interact with each other in their neighborhoods, whether or not they still trust their neighbors, whether or not they have people in the neighborhood that serve as role models for them and their kids. And this is really important given the fact that now we live in a changing society that uses the digital community maybe more than our actual physical and social community. And so the question really is, this day and age in the 21st century, does community still matter to people? Do neighborhoods still matter to people? And a lot of the research that I've done in this area really demonstrates that it does. And then I take these findings and I'm very interested in trying to both help inform the general public, but also help inform policymakers on these important issues. So if you're concerned with these issues, sociology is really a field and a discipline that you can come and learn. Again, it's a scientific study of social life. And so if you're interested in these sorts of dimensions of society and social life, both maybe on a national level, a local level, or on a global level, you can come and learn about it, contribute to it, and really create a career in this discipline.
Sociology was a great choice to supplement my other major and even as a major on its own, because it's such a necessary skill to have knowledge of individuals, social ideas, social institutions, and know how to ask those critical questions that we face today. And in our world that is ever changing and it's so dynamic, it's really important to have the skills that sociology has given me to examine these issues, to ask these questions, to be comfortable with asking uncomfortable questions, which I feel is a big part of sociology, because some issues are uncomfortable, but it's important to know how to discuss those in an intelligent and diplomatic way. And so I believe that sociology has given me a lot to my academic background, and I'm excited to see where it can take me in the future.